I can, yeah. The sound is clear. Okay,
Okay.
it's okay. Hold on. Good afternoon. How are you, Miss Elia? How do you
Yeah.
pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Elia?
Yeah. It's alright, Elia.
Okay. Yeah, nice to meet you today. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
doing
busy?
well. No. Yeah. I made lunch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished the lunch. So yeah, I was in a hurry because yeah, I thought I was late. Yeah. In
Don't worry, you're not late. Actually, you came on time, or you logged in on time, because it's our class is at 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, and I also finished. Not really finished. I finished half of my lunch. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a Korean food. Yeah, they ordered it from a Korean restaurant because every Sunday or weekend, almost all of the stores near our office are closed.
Mm.
So we have our foods delivered every Sunday or Saturday.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
on the weekdays, do you usually go out and have lunch?
Yes, we have to. Or we sometimes we bring our own food to the office.
How about you?
I don't, because I wake up a little late if compared to others, because my house is close to the office. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't prepare my food, and when I have about 10-minute or 20-minute break time,
Mm-hmm.
I go out of the office really fast to buy my food, and then I come back and eat for 3 minutes. Yeah, I can
Three
finish my food
minutes.
for 3 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
That's how fast it is. That's the skill or that's a talent you're going to learn when you become an online English teacher.
Okay, great.
How to eat fast. Okay. So what was your lunch? What did you
Uh,
prepare for lunch?
I made kimbap. Yeah,
Mhm.
I had kimbap.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see. I
that's
guess
all.
that doesn't take too much time to prepare, right?
It takes a lot of time to
Mm.
prepare the ingredients
Mhm.
for kimbap, and
Mhm.
making kimbap is really not easy because
Oh.
I have to put several ingredients on
Mhm.
the seaweed, um,
Mhm.
and then I have to roll it up. It's not
Mhm.
easy. I think I have to need some skills for it.
Ah, I see.
Mhm.
Okay. So probably it takes a few tries to master
Yeah.
the best taste of your food, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I can't relate to that because I don't cook. I actually don't like cooking.
Yeah, same here actually. I also don't like cooking, but I can't help it. Yeah, to but to yeah have cook because I have two kids and my husband. Yeah, we
Mhm.
have three meals every day, so I have to cook three meals. It's such a
Mm.
hassle, but so sometimes I regret why I get married and have to cook.
Oh my gosh. You're anyway, you're not the first student to tell me that. A lot of students told me, "Teacher, I wish I could go back to the past and um change my life because I want to be single again. It's so hard to be married. Taking care of the kids is such a time-consuming and exhausting thing."
Mm, but
Yeah.
I also think about it. But even if I go back to the past and I
Mhm.
know how lonely it is, how
Mhm.
lonely I was when I was
Mhm.
single,
Mhm.
and when I am alone, I think a lot of things. A
Mhm.
lot of things comes to mind, and
Mhm.
I didn't want to be single.
Mhm.
So maybe I try to date with a lot of guys. So it's so also in vain, I think. So I just want my kids to grow up quickly and they don't
Mhm.
need me.
Ah, I see. Don't worry because I think the kids are growing up too fast these days. And in Korea, academies are very popular, so soon enough you can send them to different academies, English,
Uh,
math,
but
and a lot more.
the problem is actually when I see other children, they
Mhm.
grow up really quickly. But when it comes to
Mhm.
my kids, they grow up really slowly. Yeah.
Okay. I think because you see them every day, so you have to face your day with your kids.
Mhm.
Uh, it makes your time move so slow, right? But when other people look at you or maybe see your family, they would think, "Oh, your kids are growing up too fast," because
Mhm.
they don't share the same experience. They
Uh,
just see
I
you sometimes.
Mm, I
Mhm.
think I don't take care of other kids,
Mhm.
so it doesn't matter they grow up quickly or not, or how old they are. Yeah, but my kids, yeah, I have to take care of them. So I always
Mhm.
think, oh, when I can, yeah, let them do by themselves. I always think about it. So that's why I think, yeah, they. It seems that they grow up, yeah, slowly.
I know. So you have two kids.
Yeah, two kids.
How old are they?
First son is 7 years old in international age, and
Mhm.
my daughter is 3 years old.
Oh, such a baby.
Baby, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, nowadays she speak
Mhm.
a sentence, and
Mhm.
then yeah, now she can express what she thinks.
Mhm.
So when she attacked my her brother, yeah,
Mhm.
sometimes her brother teased her, and she understands
Mhm.
what he said, and then yeah,
Mhm.
she cries. Yeah, actually a few months ago, even though he teached her, she didn't
Mhm.
understand it. So yeah, it didn't happen. But nowadays, anyway, I felt like I feel like she grows up, yeah, a lot.
Yeah. At 3 years old, they start talking, and then they move a lot, right? They play a lot, they
Mm,
move a lot. Even if you tell them to keep still, they would still continue talking. I remember my niece was 2 years old when I took care of her during
mm-hmm,
my vacation for 2 months. Because when
mm-hmm.
I was a college student, I often went to my sister's house in Manila. She got married at 20. Yeah, she was 22 when she got married.
Wow, so
Mm.
young.
Yeah, actually, my sister left me. That time, we were college students, and then her boyfriend would often go to our apartment. So
Uh-huh,
she got pregnant. Secretly, they had a secret marriage.
uh-huh.
Yeah, she didn't tell me. So I was surprised to see her big tummy with a baby.
Oh.
And at 2 years old, I took care of my niece. Oh my gosh, I was so impatient.
Mm-hmm.
But now I love kids already.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, I'm very much willing to take care of kids because
Mm,
when I had my niece, I felt like even if she didn't came from my body,
mm-hmm.
I felt like she's my daughter.
Mm. Do you meet her often?
Not often, maybe 3 times in a year.
Oh, you just to meet her 3 times a year, but you feel like she comes out of your body.
Yeah, I feel like she came out of my body. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
she's my own daughter, and I
Wow.
take care of her for 2 months straight. We're always together. Sometimes we fight because she's very talkative like me.
How old is she now?
She's 10 years old now.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah, old enough. But I changed my mind about babies. I think they're so cute, and I realized that I have to be more patient when taking care of them because they cannot understand or yeah, their level of understanding is very low. So we shouldn't be angry easily, right?
Yeah, right.
Do you often get mad at your kids or?
Sure. Yeah, every day, yeah, I get mad and I shout at them. And
Yeah.
yeah, my son always cries and goes into his room, yeah, yelling at me, I hate you.
Okay, really.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I'm so
can
envious of you. Mhm.
he can control his temper. When he gets
Mhm.
angry, he just show his anger to other people.
Mhm.
So even though we didn't do anything wrong to him, but
Mhm.
when he started his exercise, but
Mhm.
he was not able to um, serve the exercise, then he gets really angry, and then just to stomp his feet, or how can I say, hit his body
Mhm.
by
Mhm.
himself. And
Mhm.
then, when I saw him doing that, and I was a little bit angry because it's not normal. So I
Mhm.
um, scolded him not to do that.
Mhm.
Then he just shouts at me and I hate you. Yeah, it always happens.
Okay, he's an impatient kid, but I think when he grows older, he'll change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hope so.
I was like that too when I was a kid, but my mom
Oh.
always. Actually, I grew up to be a very shy girl because when I was a kid, when I threw tantrums in front of my mom and other people, she would really get mad at me. And when we got home, she spanked me or hit me with something very thick, like broomstick or belt. So
Oh.
I was very scared of my mom. When I went to elementary, I became very shy. So I didn't talk a lot
Oh.
because I lost my confidence. I thought that when I say something, they would get mad at me like my mom.
Oh, why did your mom get mad at you?
Because I was throwing temper tantrums like other kids, like what
Oh.
your son was doing. But I think it's
Mm-hmm.
normal for kids. And my mom was very strict.
Mm-hmm. How
Yeah,
about your
she.
sister? She was different?
My sister was also quiet, but not as quiet as me. She was more confident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's my
So,
mom's favorite.
she was a bit different. I mean, she acted like in a different way
Mhm.
from you.
Yes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just a little different. Mm. Maybe she was really because she's 3 years older than me, so more matured, and my mom really likes her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
But anyway, I just became talkative when I went to college. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I had a lot of talkative friends, and then I
Mm-hmm.
started teaching English. So
Oh.
yeah, my speaking improved, but before, yeah, I was like a deaf mute person.
Mm-hmm. I think you regained your identity when when you went to college.
Yeah, finally, I'm so thankful. It was
Mm.
another chapter of my life, and
Oh.
now I like myself because I can easily open up to other people.
Hmm. How long have you taught students in English?
I've been teaching for 5 years
Oh, five.
and 11 months. So it's
How
gonna be my 6th year this April, 12
um,
exactly.
how long have you been working at Mint?
Yeah, that period, almost six
Oh,
years. This is my first
wow.
work and first company.
Oh, okay, I see. Wow.
Yeah. So many people already left. Our old friends, the old teachers. Not old because of the age, but I mean the length of stay here in the office. I'm one of the oldest. Maybe there are only 5 or 6 left.
Oh,
6 only
really?
left. Yeah, from
Wow.
the morning old teachers.
Morning teachers. Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And a few from afternoon teachers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Many people, want to how can I say come many people want how can I say their dream come true.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
many people want, how can I say, they many people want their dream to come true. Can I say like that?
Uh Many people want to make their dreams come true.
Make their dreams come true. Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
why, yeah, many teachers, yeah, left to Mint, and then, yeah, they try to live another life, I think.
Yes, that's correct. And one reason is because they can't keep up with the competitive salary system in our office.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
at first it's really hard because they have to introduce themselves a lot, and then yeah, so students will enroll, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
here the rule is if we don't have students, we don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
I always tell them it's okay. At first, it's really hard. Of course, you have to start from the bottom, and then you will go slowly. You will go up slowly. Yeah, you can't expect to start at the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they can't take it, so they stay for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, and then they leave.
Mm-hmm. But I heard from other teacher, uh, if you don't have any students,
Hmm.
you get paid a certain amount of money.
It's very small.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Mm,
maybe it's a basic salary. So let's say you will receive the same salary that uh, waiter is getting.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, waiter at a restaurant is getting.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Hmm.
I see. Because at that time I asked her if a student was absent, then can she get paid or not? And she said, yeah, if a student is absent, then she doesn't get paid, but there is a basic salary, so yeah,
Hmm.
she think it's okay.
Hmm. Oh, well, not really. Yeah, well, not okay because it's too small. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But just she want to the defend Mint. That's why
Uh huh.
I think, yeah, she said like that. So
Uh.
we have to pay for it even we are absent. But
Mhm.
you teachers, and then I heard you guys have to wait for a certain of time,
Mhm.
and then but you guys don't get paid at all. I think it's
Mhm.
unfair. So I pointed it out, and she said, "It's okay. I can have my free time, but even though I wait for 5 minutes, but I can get what, yeah, basic salary." So she said, yeah, it's reasonable.
Ah, I see. Okay. You're right. She's trying to conceal, or maybe she doesn't want you to think negatively about our company. Yeah, it's actually not a negative thing because um even though it's not good for us to receive a basic salary,
Mm-hmm.
we have the chance to compete.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's up to us how we would gain the trust of the student,
Mm-hmm.
how we would conduct our classes or introduce different strategies for the students to enroll in our
Yeah.
class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually a very nice system. Unlike in other companies, they have a fixed salary system. So
Uh-huh.
others are not thinking of competing anymore. The strategy that they're using from the beginning is the same strategy they use until the end because
Mm-hmm.
there's no need to compete, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. And speaking of that, are you participating in the competition, U.S. versus Philippines versus UK?
Oh, this week?
Yeah. Do you usually
Have you?
take classes for
Yeah,
that?
I usually participated in that event.
Ah, I see. Yeah, because last Friday they told me
Mm-hmm.
I should be competing next week, but
Uh-huh.
my schedule I told my friend from the admin that I will compete on the 26th. They changed their mind, but I was not able to take a picture, so maybe another teacher will compete next week. After that, it will be my turn.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see.
I'm
Mm.
nervous.
Don't worry about it. But if you lose, then oh, but yeah, uh, yeah, maybe you lost your confidence. What's the
Uh,
result of winning the competition or losing the competition?
uh, when we win the competition, we
Mm-hmm.
get a salary increase.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1 peso.
Mm-hmm.
1 peso for every 10-minute class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
10-minute class?
Uh,
What?
yeah. One peso will be added for every 10-minute class.
Ah, 10 minutes. Oh, okay.
Yes. But if we lose, we don't get any salary increase. And maybe for other teachers, they will lose their confidence. But in my case, I don't want to think like that. I want to think that maybe the two gentlemen are better than me, so I should learn from them. And I don't want to think that I'm a bad teacher or I'm not a good teacher. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that English is really difficult, and for them, speaking English comes naturally. They don't think about the grammar anymore because they grew up speaking English. So it's easy for them to explain the grammar rules or something like that. The only problem they have is how to teach, what strategy to use to make the students understand the lesson very well. Yeah, but for us, for an Asian like me,
Mm-hmm.
we have to worry about everything: grammar, the feedback box, the strategy, pronunciation. So it's actually quite impossible to beat the two gentlemen. But congratulations to those who won. I'm so
Mm-hmm.
happy for them.
Do you know what benefit can they get? I mean, two gentlemen, I mean, American teacher and British teacher.
Hmm.
Do you know what benefit can they get if they win the competition?
I'm not really sure about it, but they said someone told me that they are here for the competition only. That's
Yeah.
why every week there's a competition because that's the only role they have. They are not regular teachers like us.
Yeah, so they can get any salary increase or yeah, any other incentive. There is
Yeah, that's
no
right.
incentive. So,
Mhm.
is it true or not?
I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Um, I yeah, they will probably get the same salary increase, but even at the beginning, their salary is higher than our salary because they are natives.
So if they win the competition, then their salary would be a little bit higher, like you guys, yeah, 10, each 10 class, the 10 peso would be added.
Yeah, I think so. But
Mm-hmm.
I will ask to confirm whether
Mm.
it's true or not.
Because I thought there was no benefit, even if yeah they win the competition. So that's
Mhm.
why actually some people complained something
Mhm.
yeah to their evaluation in the evaluation sheet,
Mhm.
but they are the same. They don't try to change the teaching their teaching style. So and but yeah they change a little bit. So Michael, American teacher,
Mhm.
actually many people, I heard from many people in the beginning his feedback was not that good, but
Mhm.
nowadays he put a lot of time uh, into making good feedback. So
Yeah.
he sent us his feedback a little bit late, but he wrote really long sentences and a lot of alternative sentences. So many people were impressed by that. But British teacher,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he just want to use only his class time. So he
Mhm.
tried to finish all the things in his class time.
Okay, but maybe he's thinking that it will be a minus point if he doesn't finish the feedback on time because
Hmm.
there's a criteria, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking, oh, the student would give me a low score if I don't send it on time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and You're right. Actually, I was so surprised when Teacher Michael won the
Mm-hmm.
competition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's why we are nervous about it, but I think they're really good. Yeah, I could hear Teacher Steve before because he was just beside my cubicle, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes Teacher Michael was using the cubicle beside my cubicle
Mm-hmm.
upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could hear them. I like the accent or pronunciation of Teacher Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But many Koreans learn the American accent.
Mhm.
So yeah, I also like British accent, but
Mhm.
for me, it's a little bit difficult to understand what he is speaking.
Yes, me too. I want to copy, but I'm more familiar with the American accent.
Hmm.
So when I try, I sound ridiculous.
You don't need to copy. I think you are good enough.
Anyways, it's so nice to have the natives here in our office.
Uh-huh.
We're thinking maybe next time an Indian or African would also compete with us.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. And also, we have a rule. So, when I win, for example, when I win the competition, the salary increase will expire after 6 months. So,
Ah,
when it expires, I have to compete again.
ah.
Um, my competition was last September against Teacher Michael, and I won that competition. So, it's been September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's why it's
Uh-huh.
my turn again to compete.
Uh-huh. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. But even if you lose the competition, there is no disadvantage.
Mm, no, the only disadvantage is no salary increase.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. As long as the scores are not too far from each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, are you still taking the NS course?
Yeah, I'm taking the NS course, but uh, today I don't want to study NS course. I want to study OPIC.
OPIC, I see.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm actually not allowed to teach NS course, although
Mm-hmm.
I'm teaching pronunciation part only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why didn't you take the NS course? If you want to be NS teacher, then you have to take some training, as I know, right?
Yeah, I did. We were required to take the training, so I did.
Uh-huh.
But that time when I was on training, suddenly they called me for the competition. So I was absent for 1 week, and then some there were days I was not able to attend the training. I could not understand some rules, so I'm not confident to teach it. I don't wanna. I don't want I don't want my student to ask me a question that I cannot answer. I
Mm,
yeah. So when they were asking me to take the mock exam, I declined. I said I should take the training again to be more familiar with the rules of, stress,
mm,
etc.
okay.
Yes,
So how many days do you have to take the training?
2 months.
2 months. Wow. And
Yes,
how long?
that's after work. After work, we have to stay here for 1 hour
1
every day.
hour. Oh, wow. It's a long time. So it's like totally it it is, how can I say, 4 hours totally. 40 hours, I mean.
Yes, yeah.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why so many teachers don't like to attend the training because they don't want to extend their stay here in the office. Some of them have to take care of their kids. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or
Oh,
simply they just
mhm.
don't want to teach NS.
Yeah. And can you choose it whether you take the NS course or not?
During that time, we didn't have a choice. We were
Oh.
required. They even said if we don't attend the training, we have to explain. We have to send a letter of explanation to our manager. But
Mm-hmm.
many teachers were not into teaching NS course because it's kind of difficult. So yeah, even though they went on training like me,
Mm-hmm.
until now they don't have a badge.
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
they took some days off.
Simply because they just don't want to take the mock exam to qualify them to teach NS. They just don't want to teach NS.
Ah, so they just take off the NS badge.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Mm.
Mm.
It is possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. But you can study with Teacher Aoi. She's very good.
Ali? What? Who is
Aoi.
Ali?
Teacher
Mm.
Aoi.
I don't know. Ali. Yeah, she's my teacher actually.
She's your teacher. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
She's very good.
Yeah,
She knows the rules very well.
yeah. I think so. She's really strict.
Oh, she is? Oh, really?
I mean, she's really good at listening. So when
Mhm.
I make a mistake,
Mhm.
she really catch it well. So I mean,
Ah.
string means about my mistakes.
Oh, okay, I see. I understand. Yeah. She's even in person. She's
Mhm.
she has a strict personality. A little bit
Mhm.
more serious than other teachers. That's why um I we think that she can be a very good leader.
Mhm. Is she a
Mm.
leader? Admin?
She yeah, she's one of the group leaders.
Uh-huh. There
Mm.
are also leaders. Oh, among teachers.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
So that we can screen or the we can avoid complaints or issues. So if, for example, I have some complaints, I will forward my complaint to my team leader, my group leader, and then my group leader will collect all of the complaints or suggestions and forward it to our team leader, and the team leader will talk about it with the managers. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
how it goes,
How
step
many
by
team
step.
how many team members, team leaders are there?
We have four.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And how many group leaders are there?
Uh, no. Team leaders. We have two team leaders and four group leaders.
Uh-huh. How about you? You are not a group leader?
I was, my team leader asked me many times before because she thinks, I can be a good team leader since I know the rules already. I've been working for a long time.
Yeah?
But I refused because I thought it was not easy to be
Mm-hmm.
a team leader. That's what I thought. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
then, but then my friend told me, "Why did you refuse? It's so easy. You just have
Mm-hmm.
to do this and that." Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I recommended another friend, and she
Oh.
agreed. So yeah. So I said, okay, next time if one of them resigns
Uh-huh.
or when one of them gives up, I would take the position.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then
Yeah.
your group leader evaluate you.
Yes, they do. They listen to one class in a month, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then they give scores.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that's why yeah, it's better for you to be a group leader. It doesn't feel good that somebody yeah evaluate my class. So
But the class, the team leader, or so the group leader evaluates the class of the group members, right?
mm-hmm,
But the team leader will evaluate the class of the group leader.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
So
fair.
can you tell me who the team leaders are?
Maddie, teacher Maddie, Nicole.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Nicole,
oh.
Strawberry, and Aoi.
I mean team leader, not
Team
group
leaders.
leader. Mhm.
Sorry. team leader, sir. For the morning schedule, it's Sir Jade.
Oh, so team leaders are not teachers.
No, they're not
Oh.
teachers. And for the afternoon uh, group, afternoon team, Sir Jaden, if I'm not mistaken. But but
Okay.
Sir Jade is only a substitute
Mm-hmm.
because our original team leader is on leave.
Okay. How many managers, I mean staff, how many staff are there in admin except for teachers?
A lot.
A lot.
I don't even know all of them.
Oh,
You know what?
okay.
Because we used to have one office only,
Uh-huh.
not this one.
Uh-huh.
The building beside this office on the fourth floor.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's our office. And then just last year, they rented this office
Uh-huh.
and built more cubicles. And then just I think this year they rented another office across the way.
Wow.
So we have three already.
Wow. It means the mint is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, maybe we have about 30 plus admin members. Yeah,
Okay.
including the IT, etc. Yeah.
Just to 30? It's not that, yeah, a lot.
Um, 30 plus. Well, we used to have only five.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think yeah, teachers have to be a lot because yeah, it means yeah, uh, mean to have a lot of students, but yeah, I mean staff, yeah,
Hmm.
it doesn't need to be a lot, but yeah, their business is yeah getting bigger, so that's why they hire yeah a lot of staff.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
correct. And this makes the work easy, and
Mm-hmm.
we avoid complaints because they have their certain tasks to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they know exactly what is their job description. There will be no
Mm-hmm.
confusion or complaints about the amount of work they have.
Mhm. I think the Mint is trying to come up with many good events. So nowadays, I think your class, many students, do you have any how can I say can I say empty class or
Empty
mm,
schedule?
yeah? Do you have many empty schedule?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it's full. Sometimes I have empty schedule. And nowadays we can set our own break time. So for example, I come in and um, I see a vacant time. I can just set it as my break time. So
Mm-hmm.
so students can enter my schedule. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's very
But
flexible. Hmm.
have you ever heard of buff event?
Oh yeah, yeah. My students
Yeah.
are taking the buff event.
So that's why many students are taking a lot of classes, and I think you guys would be busy because many students are eager to find empty schedule of teachers. So
That's
I
correct.
yeah, so I think nowadays your schedule you don't have many empty schedule
Um,
compared
it
to compared to
compared
the past
to the past,
past.
yes,
Oh,
that's correct. So
mm-hmm,
we're very thankful now. I think it's a blessing that the company decided to, or it's a good decision that the company decided to keep the business and improve the quality of the service, change some systems to make it better and convenient for both the students and the teacher. Now we have a better company. Yeah, we have a higher salary because of the events. Students are taking advantage because they get free classes. And on our side, we are so satisfied.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry we were not able to talk about your book, but I really had fun talking to you.
It's okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah, next time, yeah, let's study our the textbook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will be looking forward to seeing you, talking to you again. Yeah, I can't see you. Anyway, have a wonderful day today.
You too. Bye.
Bye.